Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Hines is tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, And both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That route is a man beater, and the quarterback knew exactly where to go with it. He got the look he wanted, put it out in front of the receiver, let him do the rest, yards after the catch, setting up 1st and goal.
Swings it out to his running back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's got him. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. This time they'll go to the running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Singh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-line, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Dead center perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Looking for a crease to the left. And some room to work. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Hauls it in. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singh. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Aggies will snap it on first and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the option. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Got it in the middle, it's Singh. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Hunt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll try the run. Running into the open space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He now has 111 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Singh. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He'll do it himself, fighting off the defender.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. It's on target and complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off the boot, looking for his man. Complete. Shakes off the defender.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, or move the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab at the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Let's it fly. Touchdown Tide. And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. They'll lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 4 over Texas Tech.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Sawyer. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes. He's at, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The kick is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sawyer. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
3rd downs are so crucial in quarterbacks you want to be elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks, but they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.